You didn't wake up one day and decide to be someone who scrolls for 2 hours before getting out of bed. You didn't consciously choose to reach for junk food every time you're stressed, or to procrastinate on the thing that matters most until the anxiety gets loud enough to force you into a panic sprint. It happened slowly, quietly, while you weren't paying attention. And here's the part nobody talks about. Your brain isn't broken. It's actually working perfectly. It learned that those behaviors made life easier in the short term, and so it automated them, packaged them up, filed them under "do this without thinking." That's the trap. Not weakness, not laziness, automation. Which means the solution isn't willpower. It isn't motivation. It isn't waking up at 5 a.m. and screaming at yourself in the mirror. The solution is understanding the actual mechanics behind how habits form, and then using those mechanics against the habits you hate. What I'm about to show you is the real process, not the fluffy stuff. The actual framework that rewires behavior at a neurological level. If you've tried to change before and failed, this is why, and this is how you fix it. Rule 1, the habit loop and why willpower is a lie. Every single habit you have, good or bad, runs on a 3-part loop. Cue, routine, reward. The cue is the trigger, something in your environment, your emotional state, a time of day. It fires a signal. The routine is the behavior that follows automatically, and the reward is the relief, pleasure, or comfort your brain gets from completing it. Here's what most people miss. You cannot eliminate a habit by just attacking the routine. You can white-knuckle your way through a week, maybe 2, but the cue is still there. The craving is still there, and eventually, the brain will win. This is why people say, "I have no willpower," when actually, they just ran out of willpower defending the wrong position. Willpower is finite. Science is clear on this. It depletes like a battery throughout the day. So anyone who's building their entire habit change strategy around, "I'll just resist it this time," is bringing a water pistol to a wildfire. The move, the real move, is to intervene at the cue level, or swap the routine while keeping the reward. You're not fighting the loop, you're editing it. Rule 2, how to destroy a bad habit. There are 4 levers you can pull to dismantle a bad habit, and the most powerful ones are environmental. Lever 1, increase friction. Make the bad behavior harder to do. Not impossible, just annoying enough that your lazy brain doesn't bother. Phone addiction? Put your phone in another room when you sleep. Keep it in a drawer during work hours. The goal isn't iron discipline. The goal is to add just enough resistance that the automatic behavior gets interrupted. Interrupted loops weaken over time. Lever 2, break the cue. A lot of your worst habits are location-dependent or emotion-dependent. You eat poorly when you're bored in the kitchen at 10 p.m. You smoke when you stand outside with certain people. You doom scroll when you lie in bed. Change the environment, literally, and you change the cue. Rearrange your space. Alter your routine so you're not hitting the same trigger at the same time. Lever 3, replace, don't just remove. This one's non-negotiable. If you pull out a habit and leave an empty space, your brain will fill that space with the old behavior or something equally destructive. Stopping social media binge scrolling only works if you put something in its place. A short walk, a 5-minute journal entry, even a glass of water. The brain needs something in that plate slot. Give it something you choose. Lever 4, make the cost visible. Most bad habits feel harmless in the moment because the consequences are delayed. 1 cigarette isn't cancer. 1 late night isn't a ruined career. 1 junk food meal isn't 40 pounds. So your brain keeps saying, just this once. Start making the long-term cost vivid and immediate. Write it down. Visualize it. Some people use habit trackers specifically for this. Not to feel good about streaks, but to feel the weight of breaking them. Rule 3, how to build a powerful new habit. Now the other side, building something new. The biggest mistake people make here, they go too big, too fast. They want to go from 0 gym days to 6 days a week, from never reading to a book a week. The ambition is real. The execution kills them by week 2. Here's the principle that actually works. Make it embarrassingly small to start. Not small because you're setting low expectations. Small because you're building the neural pathway first. You're teaching your brain that this behavior is a normal, automatic part of your day, not a heroic effort. 2 minutes of reading, 1 push-up, a single sentence in your journal. Sounds ridiculous, but here's what actually happens. You do the 2 minutes, and most of the time, you keep going. Because starting is the hard part. The brain resists initiation, not continuation. So you trick it. You make the initiation so small it doesn't feel like a threat. Then there's the concept of habit stacking. You already have dozens of automatic behaviors baked into your day. You wake up, you brush your teeth, you make coffee. These are powerful anchors. Attach your new habit to one of them. After I make my morning coffee, I will open my book for 5 minutes. After I sit down at my desk, I will write 1 sentence. The existing habit serves as your cue. You're borrowing its momentum. And then, this is crucial, engineer the reward. Don't wait for the long-term results to motivate you, because long-term results are slow, and habits need short-term feedback to survive. Celebrate tiny wins. Genuinely. A fist pump, a check mark in a notebook, telling a friend. Your brain needs to associate the new behavior with positive sensation, not just neutral completion. Rule 4, the identity shift. Everything I've described so far is tactical, but if you want this to actually last, if you want to stop the start-stop cycle for good, there's a deeper layer you have to address: identity. Most people try to change their behavior while keeping the identity first. They stop saying, "I'm trying to exercise," and start saying, "I'm someone who moves their body every day." Not because they've earned it yet, but because they're casting votes for that person with every small action. Every time you choose the salad, that's a vote. Every time you sit down to read even for 2 minutes, that's a vote. You're not trying to be that person. You're becoming that person. And the habits follow the identity, not the other way around. So here's where you actually are right now. You have the loop. You have the levers. You know how to dismantle what's holding you back and how to build what you actually want. Starting today, starting small, starting honestly. The only question is whether you do something with it, or whether this video becomes another piece of content you consumed without acting on. And honestly, that's a habit too. The habit of learning without doing. Break that one first. If this hit different, if something in here actually clicked, drop a comment below that says, "I'm editing the loop." I want to know you're in. And if you want more content like this, the real stuff, no filler, hit the like button. It tells me to keep going deep on exactly this. You already know what needs to change. You've known for a while. Now you know how.